Tom Erickson's here, Energy and Environmental Research Center CEO. Tom, nice to have you back on the program. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, good to catch up with you. We want to talk a little bit about this Senate Bill 2249, which would establish a state energy research center right there at EERC. What would that bring to EERC that you don't have now?
Well, it brings the opportunity for us to focus on exploratory early-stage research, brand new ideas, brand new concepts that can contribute to the energy environment, the energy industry, and how energy is used by the citizens of North Dakota.
So specifically an example of something you could do that you're not doing now?
Ideas such as how can we take coal and rather than utilize it strictly for the production of electrons, how can we use it to produce new materials, new things, new products called, like graphene is one. It's a super strong material product that we could produce potentially from North Dakota lignite. Other examples are you can take wind electrons and rather than just use them as electrons, you can use them to produce chemicals. A variety of different chemicals. Right now we're kind of working on fertilizer production.
Very interesting. So it broadens out, basically the market you're serving a little bit, it sounds like, huh?
It certainly does, and we used to do this a lot. Back in the days when we had different sources of federal funding, we had the ability to do exploratory research of this nature. Today we focus more on applied research, things that are much closer to commercial reality. This gives us the opportunity to take a step back and think bigger picture and think about these new cutting-edge things that could be just game changers in the energy world.
No kidding. That's pretty exciting. Now, is there anything like this in other states? Is there a model to this? Or are we doing something unique here?
I don't know. I haven't necessarily searched other states. I haven't come across anything of this nature. And North Dakota has always been very progressive in its funding and support of the energy industry and the energy environment in the state through the oil and gas research program, the lignite research program. We have a renewable energy program. So North Dakota has always been seen as a leader in this. This is just one more example of how we're leading in that area.
Also, I would imagine anybody that did decide to do it elsewhere is going to have to do it literally from scratch, whereas you're doing, research work in some of the similar lanes where you'd already have the facilities and the personnel right there, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. We've already got over 200 dedicated people to advancing energy in the state of North Dakota, and so we've got tremendous resources, tremendous expertise. This is a chance to just do things a little bit differently.
And what is the status of the actual legislation?
So I was hoping to hear before this call, but it has passed the House, it has passed the Senate, and we are hoping, if not today, possibly tomorrow, that Governor Burgum will be signing the legislation.
All right, so that's that foregone conclusion. It's going to happen. In other words, it's in the final stages of becoming law and something you can fire up. How soon would work get underway?
July 1 is basically how it's written. So, but though the funding wouldn't be available till July 1, we expect to start working on getting folks internally mobilized and being ready to hit the ground running on July 1.
That's good news. And I've been waiting for some, good news out of the legislature. So we got some good news there. That's good. Stop the bickering and start doing stuff. And sounds like we're doing stuff here. So that's good to hear. This is an interesting project. We'll continue to watch close and appreciate all the good work that's done at EERC. Tom, thanks so much for the time. All the best to everybody there.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tom Erickson, Energy and Environmental Research Center CEO.